There's something I want to talk about today, and I need you to pay very keen attention to what I'm about to talk about because it's something that's eating the body of Christ very deeply. It's eating into the body of Christ and eating into Christian homes, marriages very seriously. We are in a season that, many things are beginning to happen and we begin to feel that certain things are now permissible. And so we begin to give allowance and give rooms and create allowances for certain things to begin to happen. Things that were not supposed to be. And according to scriptures, when they asked Jesus about the issue of the divorce, and his response was, from the beginning, it was not so. But things began to happen in a way that, humans began to create their own concept out of the original plan of God. And that is one thing that I would like us to look into today. Why is it that when you stay, you look at your spouse and you feel, oh, my spouse is getting so old, especially you men. You look at your spouse, she no longer looks very attractive to you. Brother, come close, let's talk. What's that thing that is making you feel like your wife is no longer looking attractive? Your wife, no, she's now looking very old. She's looking so wrinkled. She's not fresh. She's not looking bright. She's not dressing smart and sharp and all of that. And then it's beginning to make you to begin to think twice. It's beginning to make to begin to, try to create allowance for the devil. Do you know that some of these things that we do, we deliberately allow the devil, we create allowance to give the devil room to come and tempt us. And you know what the Bible says about temptation? It said temptations, the temptation that comes to us are, they are drawn, we are drawn to those temptations out of the lust in our hearts. So you just sit down and all of a sudden you just feel that, oh, my wife is not looking fresh again. My wife is not all gray haired. My wife is now, she now has big stomach. She no longer has that figure 8 shape anymore. And then she's not as bright. Her skin is now looking wrinkled. And her hair is no longer, the way it used to be, and all of that. Brother, who is giving you all these things? Who is giving you that new eye that you are now using to look at your wife? Hey, do you know that the older a marriage is, the better it's supposed to be? Do you know that the older you get together, the sweeter, the more enjoyable, the better the relationship should be? Why? Because you lived all your life together. You spent not less than 5 years. See, I need you to understand that any marriage that has spent 5 years together, that marriage is bound to succeed. Because the first 5 years of marriage is the testing phase, when you're trying to align, or with all of the things you're all bringing, the things you brought from your own background and the things she brought from her background. Everybody is trying to blend together. We're trying to adjust, trying to be ourselves, Somebody says somebody can choose to keep away from you what they don't want you to know when you're in a relationship. But I tell you, when you get into marriage, those things that people keep away, you can't keep it away again now. You see the armpit, you see the boxers, you see the pants, you see the brassiere, you see everything. So everything is laid bare, and then you're able to manage yourself to succeed the first 5 years of your life, and you succeed the first 10 years of your life, and you succeed the first 15 years of your life, and now you're beginning to look at your spouse. Hey, that this woman is getting old. Don't you think something is going wrong? Don't you think the devil is trying to play a quick trick, a very fast one at that, on you? Who made her wrinkled? Who made her figure 8 to go away? Is it not you? Who gave her that plenty food that she's now looking at rubber? Is it not you? Who is the person that, when you even look at your wife, and you're noticing that she's getting wrinkled, her face is no longer as bright. Don't you know that it's all the stress she's taking because of you, your family, your children? She carried them in her womb for 9 months. Nurse them. The first 10 years of the life of every woman is spent nursing children. If you don't know, the first 10 years of her life is spent, she abandoned herself, forgot about herself, forgot about who she is, and she spent the first 10 years of her life bringing getting pregnant, breastfeeding, and as it's reaching 2 years, she's getting pregnant again, bringing another life to life, bringing another life to birth for you. So she spent literally first 10 years of her life, I don't want to call it waste, but she abandoned herself for the first 10 years. If God bless you, immediately with children, and then from there, she begins to try to see how she can find her vision, how she can find her purpose, how she can find her ministry. It's not every woman that, in spite of all of these periods of childbirth, raising, rearing children, nursing children, and raising a family, that can still cope up with ministry, cope up with life, cope up with career, cope up with everything. And she threw all these things, or probably shelved them for you. Even that beauty, that time she will take. How much are you even giving her? How much are you giving her to sustain her? How the skincare products, how are you providing it? Please, my darling, don't give the devil a chance. Because life is tough already. And as Christians, I've always said it, that Christian marriages are vulnerable to the devil because they are valuable to God. And so your spouse, take all her time, invest her life, to make sure that you are that man, that father, that daddy, that successful pastor, successful businessman, successful worker, successful professional, and then you now look at her and feel she's becoming wrinkled. You look at her and you feel she's no longer attractive. She no longer matches your status. She's no longer as educated, because while she was busy giving birth, you were busy schooling. You're busy getting professional certifications, and then you're growing in your career. She's busy praying for you, busy raising your children, busy inculcating good character and virtue in them. And all you could now do is that you have settled down and you're thinking that she's not as pretty as that your colleague in the office. She's not as fine as that other man's wife you are seeing. She's not as, attractive as the other people you come across on a daily. Think well. Know that she took all of this for you. And the least you can do is celebrate her. The least you can do is appreciate her. The least you can do is see her with the eye of love. That love you saw her from the beginning, before you got married, and the earlier stages of your marriage. All you can do is to see how you can make her come up. Support her emotionally. Support her with your words. Support her with prayers. Support her with some chores. Support her financially. Get her a good skincare product. Get her helpers, so that she can bounce back. She can bounce back. She can become that first lady that she used to be again. Yes. She can become that woman that makes your heart to giggle again. If you give her that attention, take her to a good tailor. Let them make good clothes for her. Go to the market, choose fine clothes. Come and surprise her. Make her feel that she is worth everything she has given to the relationship. And by so doing, you're building your marriage. You're calling it to life. You're making sure that it does not die. You're making sure that the wine of your marriage is renewed. This is how to renew the wine of your marriage. You don't renew the wine of your marriage by looking at your spouse and thinking, oh, my spouse is now getting older than me. Somebody threatened his pastor, and said, the way my wife is behaving, and it's like it's you people in the church that are strengthening her. You better pray. Pray. If not, if you don't pray, I'm going to bring another woman. I will marry another wife, and I will send her to the village. This is a church member. This is a supposed Christian. And these things happen every day, every now and then. And it's now on the increase. Why? Because we choose to give room to the devil. We choose to let down our guard. We choose to not to shake our marriage wine. Like I always say, when you keep, love is like a bottle of gruel that you keep to sit for a while. If you allow it, it will settle, and then there will be a separation between the water and the hard particles. But when you shake it, you get the juice and the benefit of it. But if you are drinking only the upper part, you will not get the benefit. You feel, there's nothing here. This thing is not sweet. It's not delicious after all. Rise up, man, and build your home, build your relationship. Love your wife again. She is still that baby. Call that young lady in her forth again, and you will begin to see the woman you have not seen for years. The woman that have been buried under hard labor, hard work, home, children upbringing. The woman that have been buried under struggle. The woman that have been buried under sun, under rain. The woman that have been buried under serious heat. You will see her come alive. You will see her become so radiant. And everybody around will begin to ask, what is the secret? You are the secret to the glow of your wife. So rise up and get to work, and the Lord will bless you. If you have been here up to this time, I know you should have subscribed by now. But in case you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit on the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification, like, share this video. Please share this video. Let many men, share it. Let hundreds, thousands of men get to know this. And especially Christian marriages. We have to know this so that our home can continue to remain the home that God will be proud of. A home that will make change on the earth. The Lord bless you until I come your way again. Keep loving and keep living the life, knowing that on this channel, you're loved, you're valued, and I celebrate you. I am Pastor Gloria Onoja. Bye-bye.